the bar, I notice this constantly. The dread of awkward silence. There's almost no going back. And keep in mind, all this happens very quickly. Many of us have this problem. Many ambitious introverts struggle to make impactful first impressions. Here are 5 ways I learned while bartending to make a proper first impression. The jolt of anxiety right before meeting someone new, the dread of awkward silence, or the fear of being misread is a problem. And many of us have this problem. At work, we've got great ideas, high confidence level, but our soft skills seem to put a cap on our potential. Socially, well, it is what it is. Or is it? The truth is, your first impression isn't about being extroverted, or loud and in your face, or attention-seeking or getting. It's not about forcing a fake persona. It's about comfort, discomfort, and cavemen. And it's a learnable skill. My name is Bakari George. I am introverted as hell, shy, reserved, and all that stuff, but I'm a professional bartender and have been in very high volume bars for the past 15 years. And here are 5 ways I learned while bartending to make a proper first impression, ensuring you're seen, heard, and remembered for the right reasons. But first, cavemen. I say cavemen because there's a very old part of our brain, and granted, I'm a bartender, not a psychologist, hence the name of the channel, so I could get in the nuts and bolts about the brain and parts of it, but there's a very old part that developed and evolved while we were all still cavemen. This part of the brain is responsible for assessing threats and allies, and it acts very fast, and it uses body language and other cues to discern whether a stranger that you're meeting is a threat. Now that's where comfort and discomfort come in. I immediately try to notice with people that I meet whether they are comfortable or uncomfortable with whatever. To the caveman brain, comfort, I believe, feels like trustworthy, safe, competent, you're in good hands, whereas discomfort is pretty much the exact opposite, but mainly untrustworthy. And as soon as you're in the untrustworthy zone with a person, there's almost no going back. And keep in mind, all this happens very quickly, within seconds. Your brain just reads a person based on different cues and their body language. At the bar, I notice this constantly. Brilliant people, interesting people, good-looking people. They'd come in, order a drink, and then instantly seem to shrink to the background. Or worse, they would act as if they felt like they had to be this grandiose personality and end up looking pretty silly. You think they're brilliant, they're good looking. Why is their first impression so lackluster or so belligerent? And this brings us to first impression point number 1, the visual anchor. Your appearance, how you look, how you visually come off. Before you even say a word, your appearance anchors their perception. It's the first bit of information their brain gets and disproportionately affects their future judgments. And this isn't about being trendy. This isn't about looking cool or up to date or looking rich or anything like that. But it is about being intentional. It is about being clean. Neatness, appropriate dress for the context, paying attention to grooming, and these sorts of things signal respect for the situation and for the person you're meeting, as well as their time. At the bar, when a bartender has a disheveled look, it immediately creates a sense of unease with their guests. Your visual anchor should say, I'm present, I'm comfortable, and I'm professional. Impression point number 2, the eye line signal. This is crucial. The initial eye contact you make or don't make speaks volumes to their caveman brain. Too little, and you seem shifty, insecure, or uninterested. Too much, and you come off aggressive, confrontational, and overconfident. The sweet spot? Brief, direct eye contact as you approach, establishing a connection. Then as you speak, maintain eye contact for a few seconds, and then come back. Good way to do this is as you think about what to say, people can do this naturally, you fall into a general rhythm and cadence. Just don't be weird about it. This will signal confidence and engagement without being confrontational. It says, I see you and I'm also here. I know that sounds weird, but you need to be seen as well. Impression point number 3, the open gate. Now your body language is the primary language of the caveman brain. An open posture, shoulders back, chest slightly open. I should not hit the mic. An open posture, shoulders back, chest open, hands visible, relaxed, not crossed, nothing crossed. These are immediate signals of a non-threat. It shows that you're receptive, confident, and have nothing to hide. This makes an open gate for them to approach. But think about your body language when you go out and you're trying not to be bothered. You just want to sit and read a book in a coffee shop or a bar. I think the opposite of that. That's what we're looking for here. Open up and drop your psychological defenses. Just open body language, eye contact, looking neat, put together, appropriately dressed, whatever that has to mean. I don't really think it means anything, but wear a shirt to a wedding sort of thing. Impression point number 4. Now this one's a little advanced, but when you start doing it, you get the hang of it. And you also see it in other people a lot more. Once you've established initial contact, a handshake, a hello, a greeting, subtly mirror a nonverbal aspect of their posture or their energy. Now this could mean when they're leaned in, you lean in. If their leg is crossed, maybe cross your arm. If their energy is mellow, then you want to mellow out. If they have a higher energy, and you want to bring your energy up. This sort of thing. You just want to mirror something about them subtly. Not mimicking, mirroring. I personally find it easier to match either the pace at which they speak, or the way they speak, or their energy. Mellow out or pump up. Now this creates an unconscious rapport and a sense of understanding, a sense of shared understanding. Their caveman brain tells them that this person's like me, they get me. But be discreet. This isn't a performance, and we're not playing whatever. Just be discreet. All right, and impression point number 5, the memory hook. Now this one does take a little bit more work, but it's not awkward and it's not hard, and it's actually really nice, and it makes most of this enjoyable in a way. Now your goal isn't to just make an impression, but to make one that sticks. Now, this comes from genuine engagement, not just talking points. Hey, how's the weather? Where are you from? What do you do? Genuine engagement. You want to ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that go beyond small talk. You want to find something that you have in common and discuss it. Maybe I see someone that has a pair of shoes and I'm also into shoes, and I'd ask them something specific about a recent drop or a recent collaboration or anything. Maybe they have a newest phone and I also have the newest phone, and I'll ask them something very specific about their experience with said phone. But you want to look at the person you're talking to, find a point that you can connect on, and actually try to connect. Maybe share something that, an experience you've had with something that you see a commonality in, and then ask based on that experience. This allows them to open up. And then when they give their response, you want to listen actively. You want to genuinely think about what they're saying. And then the memory hook is, ask them a question about what they've said. Ask them a follow-up question about something that they said, and be excited about asking the question. Like you're actually curious. When they feel truly heard and understood, you've created a positive emotional anchor, a memory hook that they can return to, and that they will feel and sense and remember the next time you meet or the next time your name is brought up. Don't just exchange pleasantries, exchange real information, actually connect, care. Now these aren't hacks, these are techniques, and they're about taking more of a control from a passive observer and a player in the game to being a confident participant and a more influential part in a connection or a meeting. Now you want to practice these to get good at them, and they're not hard. Even the hardest one isn't actually hard, and like I said, it's what makes this whole thing kind of fun and enjoyable when you do have to interact with someone. Try one of these techniques next time. It doesn't matter whether it's a barista or whatever. Pay attention to their responses. Pay attention to the response you get when you try one of these things. And don't try to try them all at once. Just pick one and just try it out. You'll quickly start to see that ability isn't a gift that some people have and some people don't. But there are techniques, it's a skill, and you can learn it and use it whenever you want. You don't have to be Mr. Life of the Party everywhere you go, but you do have to interact with people. And that's it. This is a new channel. Again, my name is Bakari. I'm a bartender. I'm also introverted. Follow along if you like this sort of thing. I'll be making videos. They will be getting better. I've got some information in the description of this video and the channel description. Check those things out and just get out there. And thank you for checking this out. If you made it this far in the video, that's really awesome. This might end up being my first video, so I love you.